you like to dance?
Now, do come and have this one with me.
I cannot dance. Really, I cannot.
Won't you have something to drink?
No, thank you. I'm not at all thirsty.
Ah, come. I'm pining to see you dance. It's easy.
No, I won't dance, thank you.
You're not from round here then, Miss Coppard?
No, from Kent. I came up here to live with an aunt when my father died. And you are a miner, Mr. Morel?
Yes. I went down when I was 12.
12?
Ah, you soon get used to it. You live like mice. And you pop out at night to see what's going on. They've been working coal here since King Charles II's time. Just little holes in the ground, the colliers and the donkeys burrowing down like ants in the cornfields. And the air was good then. Then come the mining companies. And they ripped up the cornfields and the oak woods and the streams. And they built the railways and the roads and the little brick houses. And now the air is black. When the pits are working together, it's like all the smoke and flames of hell let loose in our bit of Nottinghamshire.
Mr. Morel.
Hello.
Good night.
Good night, Mum.
Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Morel. Walter?
By divine assistance, I, Walter Morel, will abstain from all intoxicating drinks as beverages, and will, by all honourable means, encourage others so to abstain.
The Reverend Heaton called today. He's a very nice man, a real gentleman. You know his wife died in childbirth. It's very sad. He was asking me my advice about the sermon for Sunday. It's to be on the wedding at Cana. And his idea is that changing the water into wine is a symbol. That the life of the couple, which had been uninspired like water, became filled with the Holy Spirit like wine. But I said he shouldn't make things into symbols so much people won't understand it. You have to make it real for them. Don't you think?
My...
You may go on till you drop for all they care.
And they don't care how they pig it.
They don't. Our Tom's the same.
Yeah, they're all alike. I found some papers today in your coat pocket. They appear to be unpaid bills for the furniture. I should like to go into Nottingham directly and settle them. I don't like sitting on another man's chairs or eating from an unpaid table. I can have your bank book, can't I?
What's good it'll do you?
I beg your pardon?
You heard, I think.
Walter?
There's no good fretting over furniture when there's money still owing on the houses.
What houses?
These houses. This one and mine next door.
What money's still owing? They both belong to Walter. He told me.
They both belong to me. And not cleared neither. It's as much as I can do to pay the mortgage interest on time each month.
Then we ought to be paying your rent.
You are paying me rent.
I see. And what rent?
6 and 6 a week.
But that's more than anybody else pays the company.
Oh. Is it? It's lucky to be you. To have a husband that takes all the worry of the money and leaves you a free hand.
That's it, Gertrude. Come on. Hello, Mrs. Morel. Hello, William.
Hello. Hello, Annie.
They're working very late now, aren't they?
Well, no later than usual, I think. But they have to stop off and have their pint, and they get talking, and there you are. Dinner stone cold. Serves them right.
Walter doesn't take any drink.
So the gaffer come down that store this morning, and he goes, Walter, this is will not do. What about these broths, right? So I says to him, I says, what are you talking about? He says, I'm talking about the roof for falling down with it.
I tell you what.
Pregnant again. We can't afford another child, Thomas. We can't manage as it is. Sometimes I wonder what have I to do with all this. It doesn't seem as if I were taken into account. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait. And what I wait for can never come. Sometimes I feel I've just been buried alive.
I know just exactly how you feel.
I'm sorry. I wanted to ask you to be godfather.
Of course. Are they still up? I'm not drunk.
Well, you've been boozing all day, so if you're not drunk by now...
I've not been boozing all day. Who says I've been boozing all day?
Dear God, I'm such a fool. I struggle and never a penny to put by, but there's always money to bezzle with if there's money for nothing else.
I've not spent 2 shillings all day.
Well, you can't get drunk as a load on nothing.
Oh, shut your face, woman. You're a damned liar.
Don't you dare call me that. You're the most despicable liar that ever lived.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a damned liar!
No.
Are you hurt, lass? Let me see.
Get away from me. I hate you. I hate you. Hate you. And I hate this horrible, filthy little house.
Get out of it. Go on! Get out!
I'd have gone long ago if it wasn't for those points.
Out! Out! Out!
Do you think it's where you are? Stop! Do you think I'd stop for a minute?
You'd better get yourself in then. It's another boy.
I brought you a cup of tea, lass.
Well, you needn't.
So it's a lad, then. Best think on name. Arthur.
His name's Paul.
Paul it is, then. All right, well, I'd best be off.
Don't cry.
Gerald, over there. Hey, Taffy. What are you taking, you ducky? Your old pals here. Bring it up with you. Here. Here's your sugar. Ah, you love me, don't you? You were a boy, by the way. Came this morning. We're calling him Paul, not Arthur. Never mind the way. Maybe next time I'll get my way. Or maybe not.
Best use your views on it.
Son.
How shall we manage now? How shall we manage? You'll never go down that boat, William. Not while I have breath in my body.
By divine assistance, I, William Morel, will abstain from all intoxicating drinks as beverages, and will, by all honourable means, encourage others so to abstain.
gives me great pleasure to present first prize, this silver cup and 5 sovereigns to William Morel. Your mother will be proud.
Look, Mother, this is for you.
Second prize, John Grimshaw, who wins
No, it's so
medallion
pretty.
and 3 sovereigns.
You keep it.
Go on, take it. And to tell you I'd win it for you.
And finally, third prize to Ronald Smith, who wins a medallion and 1 sovereign.
Thank you, Apostle.
Are you Paul Morel's father?
What? What's this? Can't even wait for a man to come home from work.
Why should we? You're always late.
You hold your tongue, you damn desk jockey. Is there nothing to drink?
You drank all the beer.
No, was there no more to be got?
There's water and there's tea.
Where's our Paul, anyhow?
What do you want him for?
I'll tell him when I find him. Come here, you.
What's going on?
He knows.
What?
It was nothing.
Tell me.
Alfie Kirk stole my conker, so I run after him. But he dodged, and I ripped his collar. But it was an old collar. As was torn already, ma'am, honest. And I didn't do it on purpose.
Of course he didn't.
Yes, well, next time, remember to be more careful.
I'll teach him to be more careful.
Go out.
Come back here.
It's a poor tale that you're ready to side with anyone who tells tales against your own children.
Who says I am?
You lay a finger on that boy, you brute, and you will regret it forever.
Don't you dare touch her again. Come on then, you dirty coward.
Stop it!
Oh, coward you pussy little desk jockey.
Come on then.
Stop it, both of you! Enough, I said! Get out.
I'm the man of this house. No!
Fine thing. Your own father.
Father? Call that my father?
Well, he is, so there. And that's an end to it.
Dear Lord, please let him stop drinking. Please let him be killed at pit.
Hush now, Apostle. Don't you worry about a thing. I shall always be here to look after you.
Come on! I won! What do you think? Eh? I'm a Highland chieftain. It's a fancy dress. Don't you like it? Eh? There's a dance. You're not going to talk it tonight.
But we'll talk it.
I suppose you consider it a low town?
William, it is a low town.
I only drink lemonade.
I know. It's not that.
Then what is it?
Well, dance if you must. I don't think you can work in the office and amuse yourself and study on top of it. You can't. The human frame won't stand for it.
Ah, you met me dad in a dance hall. I'm sure you were a great favourite with the ladies.
And whilst we're on the subject, I want you to promise me not to enter any more cycle races.
We weren't on the subject.
As if it isn't bad enough me standing there in suspense and misery just waiting for you to be hurt or killed.
Mother!
Do you promise?
I promise. This suit doesn't half look well on me though, doesn't it, Postle? Eh?
No.
And a fine pair of legs! Don't wait up. Postle. Postle. What a night. What a night. There's a girl in white satin, the most beautiful girl I ever saw. I met her tonight. White satin down to her slippers. Lives in Woodlington. Dead gone on me, she is. I'm seeing her next week.
What about the other one?
What other one?
The little gem from Greasley. Faintly scented with cherry blossom. Fair as a lily. Or something.
No cop, Postle. No cop at all. Good night.
Good night.
Hello, you must be Annie. It's a girl for our William.
Yes?
Is Mr. Morel in?
Yes, my husband is home.
I mean young Mr. Morel.
Which one?
William.
And how might you be acquainted?
I met him at Hucknall Torcard.
Hucknall Torcard.
To dance.
Oh, to dance. Well, I don't approve of the girls my son meets at dances, and he is not at home.
Hustle! Hustle!
I promise I won't tell anyone. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Come on, then. Race you to the old tree.
William?
Do you want to know another secret puzzle?
Tell me.
There's a letter just come for William Morel, Esquire.
Oh, William Morel Esquire is still in his room making William Morel Esquire look beautiful. And if you could shout up that William Morel Esquire will soon be late for work, I shall be much obliged.
For you.
Sir.
What? William, what is it?
A job.
You've got a job.
In London. Dear sir, £120 a year. Yours faithfully.
How much?
It's in a lawyer's office in the city. Connected with a big shipping firm, one of the biggest. Think of me in London. William Morel, Esquire. No more dances in Hucknall Torkard. I shall be back all the time. And it's not far, really, it's not. You could come and visit. I can send you £20 a year, and we shall all be rolling in money.
Well, you're still at the court for now. So you better get going, otherwise you'll be late. And brush your hair.
Lethley Bridge Station.
I'm so proud of you, William. I so want you to do all the things I never could.
I'm the man of the house now, Mother. Aren't I?
First prize. I can't believe it. Just can't believe it.
What's the matter? Aren't you proud of me? I did it for you.
I am proud of you.
Then what? Why do you look so sad?
I don't know. Perhaps, I think I look old. Come on. With a train to catch.
Mrs. Morel.
Mrs. Levers, how are you?
Well, thank you.
Good heavens. Can this be Miriam?
And look at William, young man already.
No, this is Paul.
No.
Yes, he's quite grown up.
How quickly they grow up.
And how are things with you?
Oh, the Lord has been kind to us. But tell me, why don't you come out to visit? It's been far too long.
Thank you, we should love to come. But you must forgive us, we have a train to catch.
Of course.
Goodbye. Come on.
Goodbye. Who were they?
Mr. Levers was a miner with your father, but his chest got bad, poor man, and they went to work a farm near Selston. It's when you were nothing more than a baby. You won't remember them, probably. Just let herself go, poor thing. What do you want to do, Paul, with your life?
I should like to earn 35 shillings a week. Doing anything. Somewhere near home. And then have a cottage with you when Dad dies. Paint. Go out as I like. And live happily ever after.
By divine assistance, I, Paul Morel, will abstain from all intoxicating drinks as beverages, and will, by all honourable means, encourage others so to abstain.
Paul, there's a letter from William.
Any money this time?
He has his own life to live. And what am I to him? I don't care about helping you once they've gone.
Well, you can always have my money, because I shall never be married.
You read it. Your voices are so similar, if I just shut my eyes, I can pretend he's here with me.
Dearest Mother, it is 1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning?
Imagine your son seated at a fine oak table with the latest pattern electric lamp in front of him writing to you. He is wearing evening clothes and the gold studs you gave him for his 21st, and he thinks no end of himself. Just for a change. I've been out celebrating the coronation of the new king, then to the theatre, followed by a late supper, and now I've all my law books spread out in front of me. So you see, I do not forget to advance myself. I've met the most wonderful girl at a dance. Oh, just for a change.
Please be good enough to read the letter without interruptions.
Her name is Louis, and all the fellows are running after her thick and fast.
Well, that's a funny sort of a name, I must say, for a young lady. And one can't help wondering what it is exactly makes all these young fellas chase after her so.
Shall I go on now? And she dresses as well as any woman in London. I tell you, your son doesn't half put his head up when she goes walking down Piccadilly with him.
Dear, oh dear.
Oh, don't worry. He's only just met her.
Yes, but he has so much still to do with his life, and I can't bear to think of him saddled with some elegant and expensive wife, spending all his money and buried alive in some small, ugly house in a suburb.
In any case, you may judge for yourself. I've asked her to come home with me next Thursday.
But that's today. Well, I shall have to go shopping because there's nothing in the house. I shall have to do a wash as well.
He's never brought anyone else home before. Perhaps it's serious.
Do you think so? What was her name again?
Louis. Oh, look here, a photograph. Very attractive.
Yes. But do you think it's very good taste to give a young man this photo to give to his mother?
Oh, beautiful shoulders, though.
Well, yes, as you say, but I hardly expected to see so much of them.
Well, I think it's a lovely portrait.
Do you? Well, I don't. You'll be late for work.
Mr. Morel. I'm Miriam Levers.
Miss Levers, how are you?
I'm afraid you didn't recognise me.
Well, you are somewhat changed. I work here, at Jordan's. I'm a senior spiral clerk.
Oh. And what is that?
I copy the letters, make out orders, invoices.
I see. What sort of letters do you copy?
Oh, mostly orders for elastic stockings. And some of the letters are from France. And other places.
And do you copy those too?
Yes.
I'm sorry I shouldn't have kept you.
No, it's quite all right.
Goodbye, Mr. Morel.
Goodbye, Miss Levers. Morning, ladies.
Oh, Jordan's after you. Hey, you're going to catch it this time.
Where's my tea, Thomas?
Good afternoon, Mr. Morel. Was the train derailed again?
Mrs. Dawes, how can I help you?
These orders are illegible. As usual.
One pair of ladies' silk spiral thigh holes without feet. Major Chamberlain wishes to repeat his previous order for a silk, non-elastic suspensory bandage.
The girls are behind enough as it is. Without having to wait for you to do your job properly.
You're welcome. Goodbye, Mrs. Dawes.
She's a cold fish here. Is it true what they say? That she left her husband?
I think it more likely that he left her. Good morning, Mr. Jordan. How are you this morning?
Are you serious, sir, about a career in surgical appliances?
Indeed I am, sir.
Well, then may I remind you that in my establishment, punctuality is the high road to success.
A modest wage increase, sir, will enable me to purchase a more reliable watch.
Perhaps a week for cheap, Morel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jordan.
Lethley Bridge Station.
Possible. May I present Miss Louise Lily Denise Weston, my little brother Paul.
How do you do, Miss Weston?
Happy to meet you, Paul.
Well, here it is. The old place. Capital.
Welcome back, William.
Mother. This is Louis. My fiancé.
Fiancé?
Yes? We are engaged to be married.
I'm afraid you'll be hungry.
Oh, no, we had dinner on the train, although it was very poor. Have you got my gloves, Chubby darling?
Which ones?
The black suede pair, the new ones.
No? How should I have?
Oh, then I've lost them. Oh, Chubby darling, don't be cross with me.
That's the 4th pair she's lost since Christmas. At 5 shillings a pair.
Oh, Chubby, please don't grumble. Don't you think he's always grumbling, Mrs. Morel?
Is he? It's not very nice of him.
It isn't really. How nice.
It's a beautiful engagement ring.
Should be. Cost me 8 guineas.
8 guineas?
8 guineas for a ring.
It is beautiful, though, isn't it?
I shall simply die if I have to wear these clothes a minute longer.
Yes, Annie will show you to your room.
Yeah.
And don't be now dressing yourself up, darling.
Luggage needs to go up.
I'm ready.
I shall say goodnight.
Oh, dear, so soon?
I have to get up early tomorrow.
Well, good night, Paul. William has told me so much about you.
Good morning, Mr. Morel. Are you practicing your handwriting?
Just catching up with some invoices.
Clara,
I've got nothing to say to you.
don't turn your back on me.
Take your hands off me.
Mrs.
Mrs. Dawes, I need to speak to you about an order.
Go away, Mr. Clerk. I'm talking to my wife.
Are you all right, Mrs. Dawes?
Leave us, please.
Get back in your office, boy.
I take no orders from you, Dawes.
You're on the wrong floor, Dawes. Warehouse is downstairs. What's happened to your face, Morel?
I don't know, sir. I must have tripped.
Better get these boxes cleared up. They're a danger to life and limb. Morel? Are you with us, Mr. Morel? Get yourself off home early, lad. Can't have you bleeding over the orders. Do I have to concern myself about you, Mrs. Dawes?
No, sir.
Then good day to you both.
I'm sorry if I...
What?
I'm sorry.
You're back early, Puzzle.
Where's Mother?
Shopping up Bestwood. She thinks we're in Nottingham. Listen, we're going for a picnic. You'll come with us, won't you?
No, thanks.
Come on, Postle. It's a fine day. Bring your easel, do some painting.
No, we could go out Selston way.
What for?
No reason.
Selston it is, then. Hey, do you remember that girl, Postle? The vet's daughter from Hucknall Torkard.
Woodlinton.
Woodlinton. Wonder what happened to her. Hey, I wonder if that tree's still out there. Me and Postle, we'd always race to it when we were youngsters. I always won, of course.
And that's because you were always older than me.
Nothing to do with it. Look at these legs. You should see me in a kill.
Well, come on, then.
A guinea on it.
2.
Who won?
I slipped.
My champion.
we should get back.
Is Louie joining us?
She's tired. You know, for a 3-day stay, she brought 9 dresses and 10 blouses.
Oh, don't grumble, chubby darling.
She's young.
You know, she's not like you, Mother. She's not serious.
But she's very beautiful.
Yes. Yes, she is, isn't she? And everyone's fearfully jealous. And I love her very much. I do. But when I'm away from her, it's odd. I don't seem to care for her a bit. Sometimes I think I shouldn't care if I never saw her again. She's an orphan, you know. Isn't she the most beautiful thing you ever saw, Puzzle?
Goodbye, Annie.
Goodbye, Louie.
Goodbye, Paul.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Mrs. Morel.
Goodbye, Louie. Goodbye, William.
Bye.
Quick, Bustle, let me a guinea.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, it's no good and never will be. God help him. Well, there's one comfort, though. He'll never have any money to marry on.
And you'll never guess who I met on the way to work the other day. I forgot to tell you. Miriam Levers. You know, we never did take up their invitation to tea.
Well, it's a long way to walk, Selston.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
What are you smirking about?
I am glad to see you both. Oh, thank you. Miriam, perhaps Paul would like to see round the farm.
These are the pigs. I saw you once at the library in Bestwood.
I go there a lot.
So do I. Every Friday when I'm finished with my chores. I wondered, do you know Clara Dawes? She works at Jordan's, I think.
Yes. I know Mrs. Dawes.
Her mother and mine are good friends. She seems very nice. Would you like to see the swing? Go on if you want.
No. I've had a long turn. Here, you go.
That's all right.
Oh, go on.
Not so fast.
All right.
Paul!
I'm sorry.
No! Paul, please!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. You were angry with me.
No.
Goodbye, Maurice.
Goodbye.
Hubert.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Geoffrey.
Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Levers. And thank you, Mrs. Levers. You've been very kind.
Thank you, and God bless.
Come on, then. Thanks, Mrs. Levers. Mr. Levers. Give us a hand, lads. Look, can we visit the Levers again?
Perhaps.
What are you smirking at?
It's nice to see you again, Louis.
Also,
Where's your book, Louis? Perhaps you care to go on with it.
read a book? She's never read a book in her life. She hasn't. She's never read a book in her life.
William, you shouldn't say such things.
But it's true. She can't read. I bet she hasn't read 10 lines of it.
I have, Chubby.
Go on, then. How much?
What does it matter?
I don't know how many pages.
Tell me one thing you read. One thing.
William.
Go on. Any single thing.
Be quiet, William.
But she can't. She can't take it in what she reads. She can't read and she can't talk. There's not a thing you can talk to her about. She only thinks in frocks and how folk admire her.
You take no notice of him, Louis. I am ashamed of you saying such things. To do nothing but find fault with the poor girl and then pretend that you're engaged to her.
You're a liar. You're a damn liar!
My mother says she was happy first year she was married. She says she used to love him.
Don't you think if one person loves, the other must also? If it were not, love would be a very terrible thing.
Yes, but it is.
I won!
I shall always be here to look after you.
Why have you done this to me? Have I not been punished enough?
Women of Jordan's, you are nothing but slaves. Now is the time to cast off your chains, to
Come to the meeting.
Mrs. Dawes, you have a new job, I see.
I am glad it amuses you, Mr. Morel.
Aren't you going to give me a leaflet?
I would have thought an artist, like yourself, stood far above such mundane concerns, Mr. Morel.
On the contrary, Mrs. Dawes, I take keen interest.
In which case, you'll be delighted to know there is a meeting tonight at the Trade Hall. Perhaps you'd care to attend.
Will you be there, Mrs. Dawes?
I certainly shall, Mr. Morel.
Oh, well, in that case, I must certainly decline. Thank you. Good day.
You're welcome.
Hey up. It's another bloody suffragette.
I would like to welcome you all to our meeting here in the Free Trade Hall. And without further ado, introduce our guest speaker, Mrs. Margaret Bondfield.
Thank you for coming. Now, I know there aren't many of us here, but I feel that we can make a big difference to this town. As you know.
What? What's the matter?
Do I look like that?
What? Well, I think it shows your spiritual nature.
You think I'm spiritual?
Oh, yeah. Everything with you is spiritual. I mean, you're different inside, that's all.
How?
I did it for you, you know. Well, I think it's good anyway.
It is, it's beautiful.
You know, neither of us are quite normal, you and me.
I don't want to be normal.
I do. Sometimes. We should get back.
Miriam.
Clara, how are you?
Well, free and independent, I suppose, and happy enough. And you?
I'm well, thank you. Clara, do you remember Paul Morel?
Yes, of course. His handwriting, at least, is unforgettable.
I had no idea you were interested in art, Mrs. Dawes.
I saw your triumph in the paper, and I just had to see it for myself.
Well, I hope you think the effort worthwhile.
A pity, Mr. Morel. We've not seen you at any more meetings recently.
My recent promotion has left me with less time for frivolous leisure pursuits, Mrs. Dawes.
The campaign for democratic voting rights is not a frivolous leisure pursuit, Mr. Morel.
Indeed not, Mrs. Dawes. Forgive me.
You didn't tell me you'd been to a suffragette meeting.
I was taking shelter from a sudden shower.
Your mother is expecting us for tea.
Yes. Goodbye, Mrs. Dawes.
Goodbye, Miriam.
Goodbye, Clara.
Try and cheer up. It'll be fine.
And how is your mother, Miriam?
Well, thank you.
And your family too, I trust.
Yes. It pleases God to keep us all well.
Good.
Thank you for a lovely day.
Well, I'll see you Friday.
At the library.
Paul? Paul?
Oh, what?
How long have you been down here?
I must have dropped off.
What time did you get back?
I just walked Miriam home, that's all.
Is she so fascinating that you must follow her around the whole time?
No, I just like her.
Like
I do,
her?
but...
It seems to me you like nothing and nobody else.
I do like to talk to her. What's wrong with that?
Is there nobody else to talk to?
Well, not about things we talk of.
What things?
Paintings, books. You don't care about them.
And how do you know? When do you ever ask?
But you don't. You know you don't.
You're always out walking with her these days. Can't you have one night off? You're just traipsing out miles and miles and to go to Nottingham in the morning.
Well, if I hadn't, you'd be just the same.
Yes, I should, because there's no sense in it. I told your brother and he wouldn't listen either, and look where it got him.
You know I don't love her. I don't.
Then why do you go to her so often? I've lost one son already. Isn't that enough? I can't bear it. I could let another woman, but not her. She's not like normal girls. She'd leave me no room. Not a bit of room. She's not like an ordinary woman. She wants to suck you up until there's nothing left. I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sure I've tried to like her. I've tried and tried, but I can't. I just can't.
I don't love her. I talk to her, but I want to come home to you. You know I do.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health. To love and to cherish, till death do us part, and thereto I pledge thee my troth.
By the giving and receiving of a ring, and by joining of hands, I pronounce that they be man and wife together, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen.
Miriam, will you dance with me?
Me? No, I don't know how to dance.
I can teach you. Come.
No, really, I cannot.
Go on, Miriam. Please.
I'm sorry.
You seem sad about something.
Do I?
You're not sorry she's married, are you?
No, I'm not. Not at all. Leonard's a good man. But it does seem strange that she should go from me. But that's how mothers are. I know it sounds silly. Do you know, I've never had a husband. Not really.
At any rate, I shall never marry.
Sooner or later, Paul, every man should marry.
Well, I'm not every man.
And I shouldn't like to think of you going through your life on your own with no one to take care of you when I'm gone.
Mother, please.
Paul, listen to me. I'm sorry, I've been selfish. If you want Miriam, you must take her. You must. I just want you to be happy.
I will never marry while I've got you. I won't.
Does Miriam know that?
Come on.
Mr. Morel seems to be enjoying himself.
I hope so. This wedding has put us in debt for years.
So thirsty.
Miriam, you all right?
I just wanted some air. What is it?
Miriam, do you think if I didn't take up so much of your time, that you might get to like someone else? Another man?
I don't know any other men. Why'd you ask?
They say I've no right. That is, unless we mean to marry. They say at this rate, everyone will consider us engaged, and I ought to consider myself so, because it's not fair to you. And I have tried to. You know, it's just... I don't think I love you as a man ought to love his wife. What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, do you think we like each other enough to marry?
Is that what you want?
I don't know. I don't think one person could ever be everything to me.
This is your mother. I know she's never liked me.
No, it isn't. She only said, for your sake, if I were going on, I ought to consider myself engaged. And for your sake. We are friends, Miriam, and yet it neither stops there nor goes anywhere else. You know, I can only give friendship. It's all I'm capable of. It's a flaw in my makeup. I can't love you as I feel I should. I don't know why.
I don't understand. What has happened?
Nothing. It's all in myself. It's wrong.
I should like to be alone now.
Mrs. Dawes.
What are you doing here?
Mrs. Dawes, would you care to come back to Jordan's?
What?
Your old position is shortly to become vacant.
I very much doubt Mr. Jordan would welcome me back.
No, I've spoken to him. He understands the situation with your husband. And you shan't be bothered. If you could just restrain yourself from urging your fellow workers to rise up and cast aside their chains.
I may apply when the advertisement is out.
No. You should apply before that. I'll let you know when. Good day. What? Is it Annie? What?
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may have your attention, please. Over the years, the Nottingham Arts Circle has awarded many prizes to Paul Morel. So many, in fact, that we came to the conclusion that we should save ourselves some expense and simply give the fella an exhibition. We take great pride in presenting here the work of a local artist and a young man who has his feet in the mining soil of Nottinghamshire, but his soul in the stars.
I only wish to thank my mother. The inspiration for everything I do, and paint and am. Oh, and of course, Mr. Thomas Jordan of Jordan & Sons, Nottingham, manufacturer of the finest surgical stockings and general appliances, who has kindly agreed to sponsor this exhibition.
Mr. Morel. Refreshments are available on the table at the back. Please enjoy the exhibition.
Miriam.
Good evening, Mrs. Morel. You must be very proud.
Yes, thank you. Good of you to come. You must excuse me.
Thank you for sponsoring me.
Splendid time.
Excuse me. Oh, I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry, lad.
Morning, Father. Morning, Father. Welcome back, Mrs. Dawes.
Mr. Morel?
You don't seem very happy to be here.
Work is work. Especially when it's women's work.
I see.
Do you?
Tell me, Mrs. Dawes, what would you rather do instead?
There's so little likelihood of me ever being given a choice. I haven't wasted time considering.
Well, I know you think you're far too good to work in a factory.
How well you know me.
You seem to forget that I'm your boss now.
And what does that mean?
It means I've got a right to boss you.
What do you want from me, Mr. Morel?
I want you to treat me nicely and respectfully.
Shall I call you sir, perhaps?
Yes. Yes, that'd be an excellent start.
Then I wish you'd go away and leave me alone, sir.
Her name's Clara.
And is she a lady? Is she charming?
I don't know that she's charming exactly, but she's nice. Well, not nice, really, but she seems straight, you know? Not a bit deep or soulful like. She lives with her mother in Nottingham.
And how old is she?
I don't know. Well, older than me.
You haven't told me why you like her.
Because I don't know. A sort of angry, defiant way she's got. Oh, I don't know.
Is she beautiful?
Yeah, she has something. Some beauty. She is married. That is, the marriage is over. They're separated.
So she says.
Oh, it is true. I know her husband.
Can you not meet a nice girl who is pretty and eligible?
As William did on my father. Anyway, it is all to no purpose. She'll never have me.
Isn't that why you want her?
Bring it down. Right, so, Bill? Bill?
Mr. Morel? Shall you tell Miriam?
I've broken off with her.
Oh, when?
A while ago.
Gentlemen, ladies, please, the management extends its sincere apologies for this temporary hitch. If you could just remain patient in your seats. The experts are just effecting a repair to the cinematograph, even as we speak. Thank you.
Wait for me here. My mother is at her sister's.
Last train's gone tonight, Mrs. Morel.
I know.
Miriam, can you not forget him?
No more than he can forget me.
Were you ever with Miriam?
No. With no one. How old are you when you married?
22.
Did you love him?
Perhaps. I thought I did, more or less. I knew he wanted me, and I didn't think much about it.
Why did you leave him?
came to see that he couldn't own me, so he found other women.
I think he still loves you.
Sure it'll be absolutely
Annie!
Thanks for coming.
Annie! What are you doing here?
Where have you been? She was taken ill last night.
There's no cause for concern. There is some fever, but no explanation for the general lassitude. Perhaps it was something she ate, or perhaps she just simply needs a holiday.
I'll let you know how she gets on.
All right.
Thank you.
Hello.
You were late. Where have you been?
You weren't worried about me, were you? I stayed in Nottingham. The doctor says you need a holiday.
The doctor's a fool. I shall be fine directly. I was born by the sea. First sound I can ever remember. It's like a heartbeat. I used to run along the beach outside our house and dream that I would marry a ship's captain. I remember the first time I fell in love. I was 18. His name was John Field. And for a while that summer, I considered myself engaged. But his father was a rich businessman, and he sent him away to college. He asked me to marry him then. But I thought it better to wait. I wrote every day, and he wrote to me. And then one day I got a letter. He was to marry his landlady, some connection of his father's. She was much older than him, but she had property. Soon after that, I met your father. That was a long time ago. And I am still waiting. You know, I've had the most wonderful time.
Thank you.
Me too.
Good morning, Mr. Morel. How was your holiday?
Why did you break off with Miriam?
Because I didn't want to go on with her. And I didn't want to marry.
You didn't want to marry Miriam, or you didn't want to marry at all?
Both.
And what did she say?
She didn't say anything.
And you haven't seen her since? Don't you think you treated her rather badly?
Did you treat your husband any better? I'm sorry. My mother would like you to come to tea on Sunday.
Have a meeting.
If you don't want to come, just say so.
What do you want from me, Mr. Morel?
Miriam.
Hello, Paul.
I was just passing.
And what have you been doing lately?
Well, not much.
Not painting?
Not so often lately. My mother was ill.
And how is Clara?
She's coming to tea on Sunday.
To your house?
Yes.
I see. Well, I've not seen Clara in such a long time. She doesn't come to the farm anymore. You must give her my regards.
You are a strange man, Mr. Morel.
So are you, Mrs. Dawes. Mother, this is Clara.
Mrs. Morel. Paul has told me a good deal about you.
I hope you don't mind my coming.
I was pleased when he said he would bring you.
Oh, that's my brother. William.
Oh. I should very much like to meet him.
I'll fetch the tea.
He died. I'm sorry, I should have said. Excuse me. Miriam.
You don't mind my coming, do you? I only called to see Clara. Hello, Clara.
Miriam.
I'll just get another cup and saucer.
Paul did not say you were coming.
You've not met Mrs. Morel before?
No. She seems very nice.
Yes. In some ways, she is.
How did she know Clara was coming? You told her? When?
I didn't think she'd come, did I?
Evidently.
Oh, why shouldn't I tell her anyway?
No reason at all.
I felt how he was attracted to you, perhaps before he did. But it doesn't matter. I know his feelings for you are shallow and temporal compared with his love for me. Whatever he does, wherever he goes, I know he is inwardly true to me, and he will return.
I know.
Mrs. Morel.
Miriam?
I shan't stay, thank you. I only called to see Clara.
I see.
Will you come up to the farm soon? Mother asked me to say she'd be pleased to see you any time.
Thank you. I should like to, but I can't say when.
Oh. Very well.
Miriam.
Goodbye, Paul.
Good night, Paul.
Good night. Did you like her?
Yes, I liked her.
I'm glad. She's nice.
But you'll tire of her. You know you will. Good night.
It's cold.
I'm back.
What about this evening? Please, Clara.
You're late this morning.
You're not my keeper.
I only meant, is everything all right?
I slept in.
Will we meet tonight?
I have to work late. Was it you following me? You scared me. You've never given her up.
Miriam. There was never anything to give up.
It was for her.
It was never normal like me and you.
But if you love her, it couldn't be normal. Like me and you.
Look, Miriam's different. She doesn't want love. She wants a sort of divine union of souls.
Have you ever asked her what she wants? You don't know the first thing about Miriam. She doesn't want a divine union of souls. She wants you.
I should get the last train. You don't mind, do you?
Why should I?
I shan't bother you again, Mrs. Dawes.
As you wish, Mr. Morel.
Morel. Dawes.
Paul. Paul. Oh, Paul. You frightened me out of my wits, Paul Morel.
You'll give him all the best from everyone at Jordan's, Mrs. Morel.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan. And don't worry, he's going to be back to work in no time.
No news of the assailants.
He says he never saw them.
Bolsheviks, I expect.
How is he?
He's asleep.
I'm sorry.
Has she gone?
She has.
Miriam, I can't marry you. Not now, because we've no money. That is, well, they depend on me at home now. But I would like to marry you now. If you understand my meaning. If you love me.
Do you doubt that?
I love you an awful lot. But there is something missing with us, and I can't help it.
I know you can't.
There is between us all these years of intimacy in a certain way, but not every way. That is, I feel we belong to each other. We always have. In which case, why shouldn't we belong to each other completely? If you understand me.
I think so.
It's not something to be ashamed of. Not before God or anyone. I know it's a lot to ask. But after all, there is something divine in it, isn't there? And you do love me.
Kiss me.
We will be happy.
Yes.
Paul?
I shall come home when I like. I'm old enough. You are sure?
Yes, quite sure.
Miriam? How are you?
Clara. Well, thank you. And you?
Did Paul tell you I had found another position?
I hope it's satisfactory.
It is. Better, I think.
I expect him any time now. Will you stop and say hello?
No. I should go.
Mr. Dawes? I hope you're happy, Clara.
My Miriam, how you seem to have blossomed in your time with Paul.
Please, Clara.
I am sorry. I wish you well, Miriam. I really do. I do not think he can really love another woman. His mother can't let him go, and he cannot free himself. I do not think she means to. She cannot help herself, and nor can he. But perhaps I'm wrong. I hope so.
It's beautiful! Oh, it's beautiful. And it is ours.
For a few days, yes.
And we should be man and wife.
You don't really want me, do you?
Yes. Come.
Miriam. Miriam.
Please don't be angry. All my life, my mother said to me, there's one thing in marriage that is always dreadful, but you have to bear it. And I believed her.
Do you still?
No,
Yeah, but still, you never want it.
I do. I do. I want your children.
Yeah, but not me. You're always clenched against me.
It's just, as we are, How can I get used to you?
Shall we be married then? I want you to have my children too.
Will you have me now? Have you finished?
Yes. I'm sorry.
I love you.
Mother.
Paul. I thought you were never coming.
The train was late.
Did you have a nice time?
What does the doctor say?
It's only a bit of a lump in my stomach. Been there a while now.
Wait, what do you think you're doing? Hey.
Come on. Is she awake?
Don't upset her.
Did you sleep?
Of course. Now, I don't want you to make a trouble of it.
Are you hungry?
Not now.
shall break off with Miriam.
But I thought lately you'd made up your mind to have her.
I had, but it's no good somehow, so I shall have done. I ought to, oughtn't I?
You know I said so long ago.
I can't help that now. You'll get better now, won't you?
Don't you worry about me. I shall be just fine.
I've been thinking. We ought to break off.
What?
It's no good going on. It isn't. I don't want to marry. I don't ever want to marry. And if we're not going to marry, it's no good going on. I want us to break off. You to be free of me, and I of you.
And what about these last months? All the things you told me. You even asked me to marry you.
I know, but I can't help it.
But why? Why is it different now?
I've made up my mind.
You're tired of me. I knew that you'd be disappointed and that you'd find no satisfaction and you'd go away. But I hope there was something more in you. Something deeper.
Well, I'm sorry. There's not.
And what should I tell my family?
You ought to marry a man who worships you.
Who will marry me now, as I am?
Plenty of men would worship you. I am sorry.
What do you want, Paul? What do you want?
I don't know.
Especially, sir, not you.
I am sorry. There's nothing I can do. The tumour is too far advanced. We should increase the dosage of morphine. Give her 2 of these every 3 hours.
There can't be an operation.
If it's any consolation, she can't last many days now.
Many days. She's suffering so now. I can't bear it. We'll all go mad.
Can't you give her something? Something to put an end to it.
I am sorry indeed, sir, that your mother is so ill. But we must leave it in God's hands. That's 8 guineas for the visit, and the morphia, another sovereign.
Do you want some warm milk? What are you doing?
Make the milk, Annie. Make it.
It'll be very bitter.
Brought the milk. Best be off then, love.
Thank you.
Don't worry, it has passed.
I told her, Miriam.
It's hard for her now, but best in the long run.
You know I never cared about any of them but you.
No. I'm afraid you didn't. Don't cry. Please don't cry, Paul. Shh. Live your life.
let your milk get cold.
Oh, 'tis bitter.
It's a new sleeping draught the doctor left for you.
Thank you.
There. You'll sleep now. I love you.
I know. I know.
Clara.
Your sister told me you'd moved. I am sorry about your mother.
Why are you here?
I came to say goodbye. I'm to train as a nurse for the war. Are you painting now? She's still alive. In you. And you have to keep alive. For her sake. Go on with your painting. Go on with your life. For her. Live.
Clara?
What can I get you?
Half a beer, thank you. Doors.
Morel? This one's on me, if you'll allow.
Thank you.
Your health.
And yours. Good luck.
And you.